had a lot of iron in it, so a sort of orangey red color you see in the rock. There's rust from the iron. Rumor has it there are 7 different dormant volcanoes underneath what is now Lake Mead. So here in a little bit, we're going to be crossing the border to Arizona. Like I said, when we're on that bridge, we'll get a great view of the Colorado. So we're now in the Lake Mead National Rec area. This is Black Canyon, the home of the Hoover Dam. This is all volcanic rock around being where those people are standing out on the bridge. That's where we'll be viewing the dam from later this afternoon. And you'll be able to see the very top of Lake Mead out to your left. Won't be able to see Hoover Dam, but the dam is out to your left, I promise. If you'd like a picture of the Colorado, get your camera ready, point it to the right. It's gonna look all nice and blue and green and crystal clear here. That's because we're seeing it just downstream of the dam, so this water just got filtered. We'll see the Colorado today again upstream, but at the canyon it's like a reddish brown because it kicks up the topsoil in the canyon. But you'll see it looks all pretty over to your right just now. And then the Hoover Dam's right over there to your left. Can't quite see it, but it's over there. All right, everyone, and welcome to Arizona. Coming up on your right, you're going to see a sign. It'll say, "Welcome to Arizona, the Grand Canyon State." Guys, Springs, and you're wondering how fast can I move here? Well, you are in luck, guys. Believe it or not, property on the affordable side here. You can get one of these kind of houses on an acre of land, $28,000 cash, and all of this can be yours. Now, here is the catch. I don't know if running water is a must for you, but they don't have that here. There is no town water supply. There is no we don't have groundwater rights in the Southwest, so you can't dig a well out here. The only way to get water at your house is to own a truck with a water tanker on the back of it, drive to the nearest larger town, which is Kingman, Arizona, about an hour away from here. Anytime you want to use water at your house, you have a 2-hour round trip ahead of you. Now, after I say that, you might be wondering, why would someone choose to live in Dolan Springs? And the answer is, they are hiding from the law. All right, that's what they are doing here. We keep the bus nice and locked on the drive-through. We'll also see some plant life that's native to the Mojave Desert. We'll see quite a few creosote bush. Those are the large, dark green, leafy bushes. You got the sagebrush. You got the yucca plants, so like the palm tree-looking things. We'll see some cholla jumping cactus here in just a moment, and the Joshua trees. So one of my favorite things about Dolan Springs, this road right here is called Pierce Ferry Road. It is the only road that goes from Vegas to the West Rim. If you're not familiar, guys, pretty much anywhere you go on vacation, something like that, leave the places the way you found them, take nothing but pictures, leave nothing but footprints kind of thing. Over here on our right, after we make that turn, the view is going to be right out the front windshield. Like a staircase step look to them, and the reason they look like that is a long time ago this whole area was underneath the ocean, and as the ocean line crossed over the border into the Wallapai Reservation and get our first views of the canyon a few minutes after that. So the other thing that I need to explain to you guys, who was planning on doing this as the river level went down, that made the rock more structurally insecure and allowed those rock slides to happen. That's why the Colorado is so much known for its whitewater rafting. As it flows through the canyon, rocks fall from the top of the canyon into the river, creating those whitewater rafting areas of the river. But you might be wondering, there are a lot of rivers out there. There's only one Grand Canyon. Why is there a Grand Canyon here and not on every other river out there? Well, it has to do with the kinds of rock we got here in the Southwest. So you might be able to see on these Grand Wash cliffs over here to your left, we have a lot of sandstone here in the Southwest, sedimentary rock. The Grand Canyon is very similar, although it's mostly red sandstone over the canyon, but the same basic idea. Sedimentary rock is incredibly prone to water erosion, so that is very susceptible to water erosion, unlike, you know, other kinds of soil around the area. This was very, very prone to erosion. Now, guys, the Grand Canyon, for those that are unaware, has just a little bit of a drop-off, okay? It's going to be about 4,000 feet straight down where we're going to be at, all right? Now, it is heavily advised that everyone stays at the bare minimum their height back from the canyon's edge. So if you're 6 feet tall, stay at least 6 feet back, and you are going to be okay. But just in general, guys, please watch your step. Be aware of your surroundings, make good decisions, all right? Especially if you're gonna go on the hiking trails over at Guano Point, be aware that it has rained recently, so, you know, there's some loose gravel and, you know, wet rock and stuff like that. Be aware of what kind of shoes you wore, okay? If you wore flip-flops to the Grand Canyon, maybe you didn't make a very good decision, and you should be very, very careful out there. But in general, please watch your step, be aware of your surroundings, make good choices. A couple months back, I had a lady on my tour who she slipped and broke her ankle out here. And when somebody breaks their ankle at the Grand Canyon, it's kind of a big deal. Because I don't know if you guys have noticed, but the Grand Canyon, it's kind of in a rural area, right? Like, there's no hospital inside of the Grand Canyon, right? So, me being her tour guide, I took the responsibility of calling in a medevac helicopter and would come pick her up, take her to a hospital back in town. Now, when the medevac helicopter arrives, come to find out, on the helicopter, they've only got room for the patient and the EMTs. So her husband couldn't go on the helicopter with her. He had to ride back home on the bus with me without his wife. Happiest guy I've ever seen in my entire life. This dude tipped me $100 as she was being loaded into the helicopter. It is very possible he pushed her, guys. I had to start paying better attention out here. But yeah, that's that. So that story literally is true. That happened. No one ever believes me. I will tell you, I changed one detail to make it about safety. And that was, she was not hiking down the canyon when she broke her ankle. She was walking up the steps to the gift shop. Okay, so be extra careful walking up the gift shop steps. Alright, you guys, we're almost to the Wallapai border, meaning we're almost to the main terminal. And guys, when we get to that main terminal, we're going to get off the bus, go through the revolving doors, and immediately go which direction? Right. To the right, all the way down to the other end of the building, out the other set of revolving doors. From there, we'll get in line, get our wristband scanned. When we get scanned, we'll head on back to bus number 33. And once again, if you need to use the restroom or the ATM, that's fine. Just get scanned first before you do so. And then, are we going to gift shop here? No. All of our shopping at the very next location, Eagle Point. And then, are we getting in the shuttle bus line? No, you'll be lost to time. Except for you. All right, my friends, just one more curve in the road, and then we'll cross the border into the Wallapai Reservation and get our first views of the canyon. Who was seeing the canyon for the very first time again today? It was almost all of you guys. Yeah, guys, the Grand Canyon, the first time you see it is actually really, really cool, okay? And you only get to see it for the first time once. Most people see the Grand Canyon once in their whole life, okay? Not everybody goes 3 days a week like me, all right? This is probably going to be the only time you ever see the Grand Canyon, so have fun. Make lots of memories, take lots of pictures, have a good time. The weather's going to be nice. It's going to be like 80 degrees. I don't want to hear any complainers. It was 102 a couple days ago. So, yeah, have a good time out there. Thank you. All right, everyone, that's the border right there. If you see where that green sign is at, and the
You want a picture or video?
Just a picture, please. Just take a few.
Andiyan, bakit natin? Grand Canyon. Dadating na tayo na. Wah, tenang. Bisa berana.
Ya.
Có hình mình nhé. Đây, Quay đi 1%.
Quá chích đẹp.
Được. Ủa, bên trên nó qua nào kìa? Đi kìa, bên kia nữa kìa. Kìa hả? Em đi lại rồi đó.
¿Listo, chicos? Ya, vamos a tomar una así. 1, 2 y 3. Creo que ya tira vos. 1, 2, 3. Perfecto. Ahora vas a hacer la mano hacia atrás. Eso, perfecto. 1, 2, 3. Muy bien. Ahora